Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 130 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today and all this month, we're focusing on finances, our financial health and well-being. We just came off the SOAP framework, so we've worked and addressed one of our biggest financial challenges. Now today, we're just gonna, and probably for the next week or two, talk about different financial subjects and how we can take action every single day to impact those areas and aspects of our life. Today, our topic is income, particularly multiple streams of income. So I'm going to share the 7 most common forms of additional income or multiple streams of income. And then I'll share a couple of examples of people and how they've gone ahead to create multiple streams of income in their life. And then we will talk about what's a great next stream of income for you. That'll be our action item today, is to say, okay, this is the thing I'm going to explore and probably do next to add an additional stream of income to my life. Why do we want to do that? Well, it sounds like common sense to me. I've done it my entire life. Is we want to be able to count on or have more than one way to have money and resources coming into our life. Why? Because life happens, right? Have you ever lost a job? I've lost several jobs. Have you ever left a job to start your own business? I've done that too. Have you ever shut down a business? Yes. So income streams come and go for most of us. I mean, some people will have a job as their main stream of income, and actually earned income is it is the most common source of income for the vast majority of people on the planet, right? You trade your time and your expertise for money to live on. It's probably the oldest and one of the most common forms of survival, right? Having the resources that you need to exchange for the things that you need and want for your life. Second type of income is business income. If you ever sell products or services and start a business, that's probably the second most common type of income. Then there's dividend income, which is what we make off of income from our investments, particularly stock investments. I think bonds might be, I don't know. I'm not going to go into that type of investing. Rental income from real estate. Capital gains is from selling assets for a profit. So if I have a business and I sell it for a profit, I probably have to pay capital gains taxes. If I have stocks and I sell them for a profit, I pay capital gains taxes. Same with bonds, etc. Interest income. Internet is also a very common way to make a multiple stream of income. Interest income, that's more of a medium than it is a actual category. Interest income is income earned from lending or savings. And then royalty income, which is, I think, my probably favorite, is for payments that we receive on an ongoing basis. Oh my God, what is with my mouth today? Basis, need more coffee. For intellectual property. And I love this one because it's usually recurring, and we create something once and we get paid for it over and over and over again. If you write a book, royalties on your book. If you actors and actresses, entertainers, singers, anybody that creates something that comes out of their head, I guess, intellectual property, can earn over and over and over again every time that's shown, etc. Actors and actresses earn often, if they've wisely written it into their contract, every time a movie is shown. So even if it was 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago and they were in it, they receive a royalty. Or if they've passed away, their relatives receive a royalty. So royalty income, I think of that as kind of the holy grail. Personally, I think of that as kind of the holy grail. Everybody's different, and what we like for income is different. So let's look at a couple of different real life people's experiences with this and how they've used it in their life. Okay, but before we do that, let's talk about why would we want multiple streams of income. Like I said, I learned from my dad a long time ago when I was a little girl that it was a lot more powerful to have multiple streams of income than to be dependent on one income. And I personally experienced that in my corporate career. I went into my jobs whenever I had a job, because I worked for about, I don't know, over a quarter century in corporate America after I graduated from college. And then I finally was like, yeah, I learned what I was looking to learn here. I'm done with this. But in my corporate roles, I found that my mindset and my approach to my being an employee and working for someone else was very different than almost everybody else that I worked with. Why? Because I had the security of knowing that if that job went away, I would still be able to pay my house payment. I would still be able to put groceries on the table. I could still take care of my kids. Why? Because I had other streams of income coming into my life. I always had businesses on the side, tried some network marketing, things like that. So it gave me financial security. It also helped me to accumulate a bunch of wealth in the stock market, which during the 2008, 2009 real estate mess and stock mess, that went down to virtually nothing. At least it didn't go negative, but virtually nothing. Gave me freedom and flexibility to actually do what I knew was right in any decision I was making in corporate America. Sometimes people are torn between what is right and what is easy. And if you don't have a safety net, it's easy to do what, or you will talk yourself into thinking what is easy is right, even though you know it's not right, if that makes sense. I think that's how people get influenced and corrupted, is because they feel like they have to, or they're being coerced or blackmailed, and so they feel like they have to do something. If you just have your job for income, you've got your lifestyle built around it, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you'll pretty much do whatever your boss tells you to, right? And that gives you no freedom to actually be who you are and do the right thing and become the best version of yourself, etc. And then it also gives us increased resilience, right? We know that we can weather any storm or whatever comes up or whatever comes our way because we've got that safety net. So how do you start building multiple streams of income? Let's talk about this even before the stories. Number one, assess your skills and your resources. What do you know how to do well? What resources, time, money, knowledge, connections do you have access to? Start with one complementary stream of income. Don't try to build 5 streams at once. Do one at a time. So often, and I have been guilty of this in the past, I try to do a whole bunch of things at once, and I find that my energy is so diffused that I have to go back and just pick one and do them and knock them off one at a time. 3, choose the right stream and the right type of stream for you. Active income, freelancing, online teaching, consulting, gig work. Semi-passive is creating a course, launching a YouTube channel, affiliate marketing, something that you can automate so you create it once, but you can earn on it over and over and over again. Passive income is investing in stocks, real estate, dividend funds, etc. Things that you just earn money on. You don't have to actually do anything to earn that money except invest. And then automate and scale over time. Use tools, systems, outsourcing to reduce the amount of time it takes you to manage different streams of income. And over time, you will layer on more streams and to stabilize your investments, etc. So Rachel, for example, is a teacher, and she turned into a course creator. Her primary income was as a high school teacher, but she sold lesson plans on Teachers Pay Teachers. She launched an online course for new educators, and she invested in dividend-paying ETFs. The impact, Rachel now earns $2,000 to $3,000 a month outside of her job and is on track to leave the classroom on her terms. So again, there's that sense of, hey, I can do what I want because I've got this other stream of income going, and she's got several. Andre is a full-time employee and a real estate investor. His primary income is IT as an IT consultant, but he purchased 2 rental properties, runs an Airbnb unit in his basement, and invests in a peer-to-peer lending platform. His passive income covers 60% of his monthly expenses. He plans to be fully work optional by the age of 45. So it gives us the opportunity to retire early and not be dependent on our job. Pamela is a stay-at-home mom with digital hustles on the side. Her primary income is none by choice because she wants to be a stay-at-home mom. But she runs a mom blog with affiliate marketing. She manages an Etsy shop selling digital planners, and she offers virtual assistant services part-time. So she's got 3 streams of income, even though she's a stay-at-home mom. Now, I will say being a mom is the hardest job on the planet. So never say you don't work if you're a stay-at-home mom. My aside there. So what are the most common ways that people go about adding their next stream of income? I'm looking for my list. Here it is. Freelancing. You can use skills like writing, design, or tech, Fiverr, Upwork. There's tons of platforms now for doing that. Print on demand, you can create t-shirts or mugs. Redbubble and Teespring are options for using them to help you do that. You can invest, start with index funds or dividend stocks, digital products, ebooks, templates, or courses on Gumroad, or there are thousands of platforms to put your digital products on. Affiliate marketing, promote products and services of other people's and earn a cut. I know $1 million a year earners for selling other people's products, affiliate marketers. Real estate, consider REITs if buying property isn't feasible yet. So if you don't have any cash to invest or money to invest or the ability to invest in real estate right now, invest with other people until you build up enough of a nest egg to do it yourself. YouTube or podcasting, monetize content over time with ads and sponsorships. So there's the ways to add additional streams of income to your life are really limited only by your imagination. So today, as our action item, share in the comments below one thing besides what you're currently doing that you will explore as an additional stream of income. Just share it in the comments below so we can learn from one another. Any questions, hit me up. I've actually done, I think, all the different streams of income at different times in my life. So I have a little experience in all of them. I have a lot of experience in a few of them. So if you need help or just want to know where to start, hit me up and ask, because I've at least started all of them. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.